Hi guys, this is Andy from mcfcfantv. Well, this is part two from the preview that we did on the Newcastle game with the Magpie channel. Now, what we're going to look at now is, as we do every week prior to the game, is we're going to look at some potential formations that we could play. So, if we have a look at this particular formation, and I'll talk through it. So, on this one here, what you can see, and as I do every week, I'm just playing around with different types of formations. This time, we're going three at the back. Stones comes back in, Company retains his place, and so does Laporte. And we've got Walker and Mendy, but this time with the three and Mendy and Walker, we're hoping this time that Walker and Mendy actually get forward, get wide a lot more than they did last week against Wolves. We've got Fernandinho sitting ahead of them, similar to last week. We've got David Silva and Bernardo Silva, and this time what we've done is we've removed the likes of Sterling, Mahrez and Sane and played Jesus and Aguero up front because we're at home. Just gives a little bit more bite up front, and hopefully with David Silva and Bernardo tucking in, Walker and Mendy will be able to bomb forward. So that's the first potential option. And like I said, these are just these are options. But if we put up the next graphic now. Okay, in this one, what we've got now is we've still got the three at the back: Stones, Company, Laporte, with Mendy and Walker wide, Fernandinho sitting with David Silva just ahead, picking up the ball and starting playing, drifting in between the gaps between the Newcastle defenders and midfielders. This time we've removed Gabriel Jesus and we've also removed Bernardo Silva. We've replaced them this time with Raheem Sterling on the left-hand side and Mahrez maybe possibly getting his first start on the right with Aguero up front. Now in this formation here, Sterling and Mahrez, as we've seen, Mahrez in particular can drift across the line behind Aguero. Sterling's played very well from the left to the right, so he can also drift in onto his right foot, which then creates that space out wide, trying to ensure that that Mendy and Walker get forward, because that was something that was seriously lacking against Wolves. Now in this formation here, what we've done is gone back to a back four. This time we've got Company and Stones as the two centre backs, with Mendy and Walker as natural fullbacks. Fernandinho sitting. We've brought back Bernardo to play ahead of Fernandinho and with play alongside David Silva in that midfield role. And this time we've got Mahrez, Sterling and Sergio Aguero up front. So again, there's still the option if Mahrez and Sterling to tuck in. We just put another ball-playing midfielder in there in Bernardo Silva. And so, I mean, like I said, every single week I say this, it's so fluid, the actual formations. You couldn't say it's exactly a 4-3-2-1 or a 3-5-2 or whatever. I mean, they all interchange and play different positions. However, if I had to pick one out of all the formations, what I would go for is this one. Looking at the Newcastle lineup, certainly one that played against Chelsea. So if we take a look at this graphic where we compare the two different lineups together. So if we start with Newcastle, they tend to play more of a 4-2-3-1. Whether they'll play that tomorrow, Saturday, against City, will be certainly away from home. We don't know. Maybe Richie and Atsu maybe dropping in a little bit deeper and leaving Rondon up there on his own, so it'll become almost like a 4-5-1. Maybe Rafa will pick up what Wolves did last week and try and hit us on the break and pack that midfield and stop our wide players should they try and get round the back, which means the likes of Mahrez, Sterling or David Silva could be really important. Now you might think, yeah, what about Bernardo? Yeah, Bernardo is in this particular team, but what I've done instead of going three at the back, I don't think there's really any need for three. I think we've got enough with Fernandinho dropping that little bit deeper to pick up the ball, to only play the two centre-backs. And this time I've gone for Stones, natural right footer, quick, good in the air, and Laporte, natural left footer. Don't think he did anything wrong last week. So this time to counter maybe a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-5-1, depending on what Newcastle go for, I've gone for a natural back four, with the hope that Walker and Mendy can actually push forward. We've got Fernandinho sitting, Bernardo and David Silva as the players ahead, because we might get into tight areas where we might need that little bit of creativity, and both of those players are superb at that. This time I've put Sterling on the left. Now it could be Sane. The only reason I haven't put Sane in any of these lineups is because of the video I did on Leroy Sane. I said he only played once in the first 5 games. Now, thankfully, he has just been recalled to the Germany squad. So his confidence might be high, and Pep might actually give him a go and play Sane on the left and Sterling on the right maybe, or Mahrez, whoever. So it could be Sane instead of one of the two I've selected. But it would be nice at home to actually see Riyad Mahrez make a start and see what he can do. And we've always got then Sterling or Sane to come off the bench. But in this formation, I've just selected Sterling on the left, Mahrez on the right, and Aguero up front, in the hope that David Silva and Bernardo Silva can actually push forward, support those players, let them use their pace out wide and drift inside, maybe having some shots or playing some nice little balls through behind the back of the centre-backs for Sergio Aguero. And in the hope that they could also, those two players, Mahrez in particular and Sterling, can actually cut inside and play further inside, which then can allow the likes of possibly David Silva and Fernandinho to drop, and Mendy and Walker to actually bomb around the outside. So anyway, guys, what do you think? I mean, like I said, every week when I do this, who knows what the formation is going to be. But give us your comments below. Who would you like to see starting on Saturday evening? 17:30 kickoff at the Etihad. Don't forget, we'll be there post-match, pre-match, and also at half-time. Bring you videos like we do every single week. Hopefully, we might also be going to the EDS game beforehand, which is a 12 o'clock kickoff, I think. So we might even post some videos while we're at that particular game. Anyway, guys, this is Andy from Man City Fan TV. Don't forget to subscribe and click notification. And yeah, like I said, comment below and give us your thoughts on who you think should line up or who deserves to line up against Newcastle on Saturday. We'll see you soon.